You're going to call Jim, call your dad in a minute, and does he know you've come to see the show?
Yes.
Yes, great, OK. You're going to tell him it was terrible. It was so bad that you've left early, in fact. Would he believe this, do you think?
Yeah, he might do.
Oh, I was like... He doesn't... He doesn't sound like someone that any of us would warm to socially, that's all. OK, all right, well, you're going to call him, tell him it was really bad, you've left early, you can say I was playing the guitar, anything you want to say, really bad, but you've left early. And during the course of the conversation, I may hand you cards that have questions on them and so on, just to kind of keep the conversation going, all right? Okay. But at the end of the conversation, you were going to ask your dad to name a 3-digit number.
OK.
I think I can tell you, in advance, what this 3-digit number will be. The number that I think Jim's going to say, Rob's dad, is 3, 4... does he still play football at all? I mean,
no.
even in a fun kind of way?
No, not really, no.
And did he ever play earlier?
Yeah.
Let's go 7. 3, 4, 7. I can't guarantee the order of the digits. It might be 3, 7, 4, might be 7, 4, 3, but certainly those digits are not in that order. If I get this wrong, by the way, there is £10 in it for you, Rob. Not quite as confident with this as I am with the money at the front, but yes, I know. But nonetheless, £10. OK, good. So listen, you're going to call him on this phone. I know it's a slightly odd setup. You'll know it's him when he picks up. That's all that's important. So if you can type in the number now. Lovely. So that's the... You want to hold that. Maybe you need to say who you are. It's a speakerphone, so you can just hold it like that.
Okay.
You need to speak up a little bit and need to say who you are. The rest of you got to keep absolutely quiet. Any noise in the background, they'll know something's going on. So you've got to keep absolutely quiet.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Dad?
Yes.
Hello, it's Rob. I just thought I'd give you a ring because we just came out of Derren Brown.
And?
It was rubbish. We've just walked out of it, to be honest. I was a bit disappointed. Yeah, I thought it was going to be really good, but... Actually, there was one good thing that Derren did.
Derren?
Let me try it with you, actually. Give me a sec. Imagine a blackboard. Now, imagine you're going up to the board, and you're going to write a 3-digit number on it. OK?
Right. Yeah.
What's the first digit?
1.
Second one?
Second digit?
1.
Third digit? Any number?
6.
OK. Do it again. All right. OK. Now, one more time. Go up to the blackboard, rub those numbers out in your mind, and write 3 different numbers. Any numbers you like.
OK. Start again. First number.
First number?
5.
5. Second number?
2.
2. And third number?
9.
529. Brilliant, Dad. Thanks.
Let me have a word with him. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim. Yeah. Hello. This is Derren Brown. I'm on stage with Rob at the moment.
All right, then.
Hello. Everyone say hello to Jim. Hi, Jim. So listen, Rob caught a Frisbee, and then he volunteered to call you on stage. So will you just stay with us a moment longer? You're also on television, because we're televising this for my TV show. So just bear with us. Please, please stick with us. Jim, I've written down the numbers that I think you're going to say. OK? Right. I've written them down, and Jim, they are in full view of an entire audience. There's 1,000 people here. You're on speakerphone. And they all know what the numbers are going to be, including Rob. So you know, if I tell you you've got the numbers right, then you know I can't possibly change them because everybody can see them. Now, Rob, so far you've got them wrong twice. I'm going to give you one more chance at getting them right. I mean, you're embarrassing yourself, I think, more than anybody else. So, Jim, just imagine you're going up to a blackboard. You're going to write those 3 numbers. Don't think about it, just do it. And then Rob's going to ask you what they are, one at a time. Rob, can you ask your dad what the first one is, please?
What's the first number, Dad?
1.
1.
1. The second one?
The second one?
1.
1.
1, 1. And the last one?
Last one?
7.
7.
Is correct. 117 is correct. Amazing. Give him a hand. Jim, you got it, absolutely spot on. 117 was good. There's a big banner across the stage that says, Jim will say 117, and you just got it spot on. Now, I know it's not the same when you can't see it, when you're not here yourself, but how does that feel? That's amazing, you just got it right.
Very good.
Oh, excellent. No, it really is. Pardon?
I'm number 1.
You are number 1, you are number 1. You know, you really got it right. You really are number 1. I tell you something else, Jim, and this is just from listening to your voice on the phone,
okay.
and I swear to God and on the lives of my children that I haven't been given any clues by Rob. But I would say that you, I'm guessing you're perhaps retired, but I think you maybe used to work in some sort of medical setting, maybe a paramedic or something like that?
That's correct.
Oh, excellent. And I would say you also have quite a keen interest in football, but maybe working with other people that play football or a football club or something like that.
Yes, that's correct.
And you either have, or maybe you used to have a dog and you would have called it Shandy.
Yes.
Amazing. Listen, thank you, Jim. You've been fantastic. Give Jim a hand. Say goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Jim. Rob will explain everything, I'm sure. Goodbye. Thank you. Jim, Rob, rather you win the £10, but thank you so much indeed. I'll let you head back. Rob, everybody, give him a hand. Thank you. Thank you, Rob. That was way off, wasn't it? Actually, Rob, just come back for a second. Sorry, come back for a second. I feel bad about this, mainly because it was shit, and I lost £10, which I'm never happy with. Just come back for a second for me. You can keep the money; it's yours. Don't worry, unless you want to gamble. No, of course not. So look, 347. He said 116. 6 add 1 is 7, perhaps. 9 take away 2 is 7. 5 take away 2 is 3. It's all sort of there, but not in... No, I'm clutching at straws, aren't I? But there is... Can we get a camera on stage just so I can explain this bit? So when you tell him about this, I don't want him thinking that he did just get it wrong or mess up, or even that I did. So I want you to be able to explain to him... Because the numbers he chose are actually kind of quite interesting. Do you have the... You've got the £10 note, you've got the money, haven't you? Of course you have. Yeah, take it out for a second for us. There is some writing on the inside of the note. Don't open it quite yet. You need to do a couple of things. You need to hold it and open it up so the camera can see it and sort of keep it still like that. And just read out what it says. So do that for me. Go on, read it out.
I will make him say this number.
This number. There's an arrow. It points to the serial number on the bill. Just turn it around. Just read out the last 6 digits for us. Go on, then.
116529.
Yeah, 116529. He got the serial number. The serial number on the note. Thank you, Jim, wherever you are. Keep the money. Show your dad when you see him. Thank you very much indeed. Rob, everybody. Rob and Jim, wherever you are. Thank you very much indeed. Serial number on the note. Dan, whatever you say next is your final decision. This is it, your final decision. A couple of things I need to say first about the interval to the rest of you. First of all, that box up there, you need to know no one's going to touch that during the interval. Okay, now because of what I'm about to say, I think most of you will be staying in here during the interval. But for those of you that do leave, so you know no one's going to touch it, I need to nominate one of you whose job it will be to guard the box during the course of the interval. So, let's try and get this up the top. Oh, very good, very good. Stand up for me, somebody. Stand, please, stand. Thank you so much. Your name, please. Amanda. Are you happy that between you and your friends, you'll make sure that, you know, one of you is keeping an eye on that box throughout the interval?
Sure we can.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Everybody else will buy you a drink each as a way of saying thank you. But take a seat for us, Amanda. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Amanda. You can take a seat. Thank you. And Amanda, if you don't mind, would you throw the Frisbee back to me as well? You have to throw it quite hard. Just bear in mind it comes at me out of the darkness and is fucking terrifying, but thank you. Secondly, in the 1920s and 30s, there was an act that was very popular around this part of town. It was known as the Oracle Act. In the Oracle Act, members of the audience would each write down a personal question, a private personal question, and seal it into a little envelope. And on the outside of the envelope, they would write down their initials and the row that they're sat in the auditorium. And they would bring up that envelope with the question sealed inside and drop it in a bowl with everybody else's. And then the oracle, the performer, the mind reader, would reach in, take an envelope one at a time. He wouldn't open it, but he would try and deduce from the way those initials are written on the outside or from clues given off by the spectators when they stand up and identify themselves. He would try and deduce what question that person would have written. And if he got it right, he would try and answer the question for them accurately and correctly. This is what I want to do with you in the second half of the show. So if you want to take part, there are 3 things you need to do. Firstly, get yourself an envelope. There'll be some on each level with the ushers. There'll be some up here on stage by the stairs. Secondly, write your question. I don't mind what the question is. You can ask me